What's up, party people? Today I have a guide for you on how to farm dusty stashes. These are available for the next 2 weeks in Dekaron and have some great rewards, so you want to make sure you farm these and don't miss out on this event. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any of this epic content. Let's get this party started. So before I go over how to actually get these stashes, let's take a look at what's inside them. We have hot pliers, cardia, soulstones, battlefield runes, a talisman 50%, and the squirmy costume. Now the most useful things in this for sure, I would say, are the pliers. In addition to that, the squirmy costume is a crest costume, so if you haven't managed to get your hands on a crest costume yet, or you're looking to get another one, this is definitely a really good opportunity. The cardia is useful for crafting an earring. Runes are also nice. The soulstone, not super useful, and the blacksmith talisman can only be used on items that are under level 160, so it's not incredibly useful either. But either way, I definitely think this is worth doing every day. Now, this item drops in the Python, or not this item, these chests or these stashes appear in the Python Castle solo dungeon. Now, some of you are thinking, well, you can only do that dungeon once a day, but in reality, you can actually do it multiple times a day if you have camouflages. So camouflages are these items right here. They let you do these solo dungeons multiple times. Now, if you want to get your hands on some camouflages, you can come to NPC Jack here in our Deca, go to the new seed exchange option, then go to dungeon ticket, and right there you can get camouflages for 20 seeds each, which is not that hard to get. If you need help getting more seeds, those drop in any of the fields. In addition to that, you can exchange any of the ghosts or insanities or anything like that at NPC Wingo here to get more seeds. So getting 20 seeds is not that hard, and you can do this up to 3 additional times a day. So that means you need 60 days if you want to be running, 60 seeds if you want to be running this dungeon 4 times a day, which I would definitely recommend doing right now. So now I'm going to show you how I do my run of the dungeon, because there's a couple different ways you could do it. Now, each boss that's in the dungeon has the ability to summon this dusty stash. So you don't want to take the short route, because if you take the short route, then you're only going to be killing 1 boss instead of 2. So I'll show you how I do this. I personally like to take the bottom route of the dungeon. You could also take the route to the right, but I think it takes longer, so I just like to go the bottom route, because the bottom route you can actually just run straight through. So I'll show you that right now. So like always, you get in the dungeon, buff up, get ready to go. This dungeon really isn't that complicated. If you do need a guide for it, I have one on my channel. You guys can check that out. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So we are going to take the bottom route, like I said. And what's nice about the bottom route is, if you're a higher level, the XP here really isn't that good. So what you can actually do is you can just run past everything. You don't actually have to kill all of the wardens and stuff here. So you can just run past them. And when you're a higher level, it's nice to be able to do that, because it just saves a ton of time and it makes these dungeon runs actually pretty fast, which is cool. Also, killing the optional boss here makes the last boss easier too, so these runs actually don't take that long, which is pretty nice. I would definitely recommend some items that boost your movement speed here. Luckily, I'm an Alokan and I have my movement speed buff, but if you don't have that, this can take a little bit to run through. So, like sandals or the Norak earrings or the Norak rings are great ways to boost your movement speed. I can actually show you that here too. I've got a switch, but if you've got these as a set, that's an extra 10% movement speed. And if you've got the Da Vinci ring or any of the other rings, they give an additional 15% movement speed. And you can actually stack multiple of them, so you can actually get pretty nice movement speed just from that. As you can see, I'm actually a little bit slow when I don't have my movement speed buff. That's definitely one thing I need to work on with my characters, getting some more movement speed. Anyway, we are almost to the torture chamber entrance door. I'll show you that here. The bosses in this dungeon are pretty easy. I don't think anyone really have trouble with that. So you run that path. As you saw, it really didn't take that long. You're just going to run in here. You're going to kill this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and take him out. And once he's dead, you will get your dusty stash and you'll get your drop. So I got a battlefield rune, which is really nice. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to kill the final boss as well. And we'll see what else I get. Kind of fun here. See what kind of loot I get. Yeah, really reduced health. So I got another blacksmith talisman 15%. or 50%. So there you go. That's really simple. So let me show you the option outside of the dungeon quick too for the camouflages, just so you guys are aware. Like I said, I highly recommend doing this dungeon 4 times a day. If anything, just for the pliers, because the pliers allow you to change or retain crests from your crest costume, and crest costumes have become so important. So you definitely want to make sure you're doing that. There is a daily quest you can pick up here, by the way, at Lost, for those of you who don't know. I usually pick it up every day. It gives you some adventure points, which you can use to level up your guild. So after you've done your 1 run, then you can go to your receive additional ticket, and all you need to have in your inventory is some camouflages. 100% free. Just go farm some seeds, and you can farm this dungeon 4 times a day and get some really good loot. Alright guys, that's all I have for today. Like I said, this event's only going for the next 2 weeks, so you want to make sure you take advantage of this. I really like these stash events, and I really hope we see more of them going forward. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. If you have any questions or suggestions, as always, you can leave them in the comments. And until next time, guys, take care.